A global cult is hiding on farms and compounds all over the world, all while teaching their members some horrifying things. And now that they are infiltrating our corner of the world, we investigated them to see how creepy things really are.
The child labor cult. Hell yeah.
Yep.
Did you know that the Instagram algorithm for ads is different from their main feed algorithm?
Yes.
Great. I have trained my ad algorithm to only show me the worst of the worst. Like it's crypto bros, trading scammers.
I've seen, yeah, things that you really suck.
And recently, I was invited to join in healing by an ad.
Join in healing?
Yep, so I had to investigate further.
Naturally.
I ended up on this website.
It's very legible, that in the corner.
Who we are, there's a people being gathered, come and see.
Okay.
Thankfully, they explain what they're all about. This is the website of the 12 tribes. You want to read this one?
Yes. Just as in the book of Acts in the New Testament, our life together in the communities of the 12 tribes is the wholehearted response and simple devotion.
Yeah, so in essence, this cult lives in tribes across the world, small communities.
Okay.
And they're all about returning to the word of God,
right.
feeling Jesus' love,
right.
and all that. Now you might be wondering, what could go wrong?
Nothing at all. End of video.
Let's go through some of their beliefs.
Okay.
First of all, slavery was necessary. Necessary and natural, because obviously black people are inferior to white people.
So there's a lot of black people in those communities, is what I'm hearing.
Approximately 0.
Yeah, okay.
Also, Jews are responsible for Jesus' death.
Okay.
This is very interesting because they use a lot of Hebrew and Israeli names and stuff.
Yes.
But they do hold this generally considered to be anti-Semitic belief. Women should submit to men.
Right, okay. So they're ticking all the boxes in the list for not super swag people.
Don't worry, gay bad.
Yes, oh finally.
Gay very bad, but beating children, good.
So then I assume beating gay children is like awesome.
Oh, that is their, that's a special trait. In their internal teachings, there's a lot about having to punish kids from, I think, when they're 6 months old. Yeah, when they are refusing to get their nappies changed and stuff, you just beat them until they're okay with it. It's important for discipline. Let me run you through a couple of quotes.
What I found within the community, once you really learned what they were doing, is there wasn't a whole lot of love there. There was a whole lot of fear, and there were the people with the haves and the have-nots.
Account from an ex-member.
A January 2000 version of the group's 348-page child training manual obtained by the Post says children as young as 6 months should be spanked if they, say, wiggle away from diaper changes. Oh no. The ex-member who left in his 30s remembered a practice called scourging. In which a child was stripped naked and beaten with a rod.
Hot take, it's not good.
Jasper, you're full of hot takes today.
I can already feel the comments, well actually. There's also a couple of ex-members, specifically from Canada, who have done AMAs on Reddit.
Earliest memory was 4 or 5 years old. I grew up in the community in Canada, one of the 12 tribes that make up the cult. And was physically multiple times a day. Mentally and sexually as well. But I've blocked most of it out. You have to understand this was normal to me. My parents and grandparents were all members and their families, etc. So I didn't know anything else. That's actually awful. This is not a funny haha hippie cult. This is genuine awful people stuff.
And this is coming from so many sources. All of these quotes I showed you previously are different sources. So it's not like it's just one disgruntled ex-member saying this. It's very widespread.
And they're running Instagram ads. There's a yellow deli where I live. And I went a lot before I knew what it truly was. Glad you got out and doing better. Did you hear about the murder a few months ago? One member another.
Yeah, for context, yellow delis are their deli restaurants that they run, completely run and owned by the cult. And
they're
also a recruitment means. And apparently people be each other there as well. Now most of these accounts and these yellow delis are, like I said, in the Americas.
Yeah.
But they're also active in Europe. And this is going to shock you, but abusing kids is against laws in most countries.
What?
Here's a little article.
German Christian sect raided and children put in care. German police raided 2 communities in Bavaria belonging to the Christian sect of 12 tribes and removed 40 children.
Yep. So in 2013, over a decade ago, the German locations of this tribe got raided.
Yeah.
Let me pose you a question. What do you do when your cult gets raided for child abuse? Do you A,
I can already guess what's happening.
stop abusing the child?
No.
Or B, go somewhere where you can continue abusing children?
Oh, well, B, obviously.
Yeah, you were right.
Where'd they go? Czech. Majority of Czechs oppose ban on physical punishment.
This is from 2008 when the Czech government was like, hey, maybe we should make beating children illegal. And the Czech Republic was like, no.
Is that still the case?
Well, in 2020, the End Corporal Punishment Organization started pushing really hard to finally make hitting children illegal.
That was recent as hell.
2020. As of January 1st, 2026, it is finally against the law to beat up kids in the Czech Republic.
So a month and a half.
Yes, this year.
Czech Republic is like one of my favorite countries. Well, I'm glad they stopped doing that, but...
Anyway, that raid in Germany happened over a decade ago, right? Yeah. So the 12 tribes were like, ayo, we'll go to the Czech Republic.
They really love doing that so much that instead of just like stopping that specific thing amongst their whole list of things, they rather move somewhere else because they really want to hit kids.
Germans warned Czech authorities against the 12 tribes. Like, it was a known thing. It's not like no one was talking about it. So they're hiding from the law, but they're not really hiding though. This is taken from their website. It's a map with all of their locations.
And the houses are the communities.
Yeah, the community that moved to the Czech Republic moved comically close to the border. And according to reports, they also smuggled several children, like dozens of the kids, into the Czech Republic to escape the German law.
This is awful.
And that location is this one. Here you can see them. As you said, lots of black people.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah, lots of people of color.
Diverse, yeah.
And if you type in this address on Google Maps, you actually find that it is this building, which also seems to be
It sells something.
Yeah, a sort of shop.
Something, yeah.
And it's fascinating because they're in a small town in the Czech Republic.
Yeah.
And it makes me wonder in the first place, does this town know about this? Like, is it a known thing that this cult is doing these kinds of things?
And I mean, now since 2026.
How do they feel about that?
Yeah.
You wanna
get the car and then drive 10-ish hours there?
I mean, it's pretty close to the German border, so more like 8. Yeah.
Yeah, let's go. All right, we drove over to the Czech Republic. The entire country was covered in fog, but the moment we arrived here, all of a sudden it was clear and sunny. Maybe this is the promise.
Yeah, maybe child labor is good. Like, yesterday we were having lunch at a restaurant.
Oh.
We were served by, like, I'm not kidding, like an 8-year-old kid. Speaking of restaurants.
We are currently in front of a restaurant close to the cult compound, and we're kind of gonna go in there and eat lunch. But more importantly, we're also just gonna ask whether or not people know about this cult in their area.
Yeah, because it's a very small town. Is this a known thing, or are they just operating in absolute secret? Let's do a vibe check, but first check food.
All right, let's ask the employee whether or not she knows anything about the cult.
We weren't served by children here.
Yeah, that was my one complaint.
Legal disclaimer, we think child labor is bad.
It's not good, it's not good. I got a weird question. We're here in this area because we're looking into a local cult that should be in this area. Do you know anything about them, by chance?
I understand.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Jasper?
Kennen Sie die 12 Stammen-Kult?
Ja.
Ja.
Oh.
12 hier.
Die 12 Stammen?
Ja.
Und sind Sie gute Leute oder?
Gute Leute.
Gute Leute. Ah, okay, okay.
They're self-sustainable.
Ja.
Very good.
Kinderarbeit oder?
No.
Das ist nicht richtig?
Family.
Ja.
They're like a family.
Ist das eine Familie oder?
Mehr für uns gut, weil Bäckerei.
Gutes Essen immer.
Ja.
Ah, das.
They have their own bakery. Ah, interesting.
They know about it?
Yeah.
They like it.
Because apparently they're very good to the community.
I think we should get a few more vibe checks if we can from other businesses around.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay.
On a scale of 1 to 10, how moronic do I look right now with the glasses?
7.
Oh.
So waitress thinks they're lovely people,
Yeah.
and there's no child labor going on.
Well, I will say, you couldn't see it, but she kind of went, no.
Let's see what other people here think. I mean, I feel like this street is just the whole town. Here's a little corner store we can ask.
This is an interesting entrance. What? Oh, we're looking into this cult that's in this area. Yes, the 12.
12 tribes.
Have you heard of them by chance? Not at all.
Really? They are like a 2-minute walk from here, and they're known for like child labor and stuff.
No. All right, then we'll keep on looking. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Yeah, you want to just hit up random people on the street?
Yeah. Hi, excuse me, Dobry den. Do you speak English?
Du sprichst ein bisschen Deutsch?
Bisschen.
Ah, ein bisschen. Eine Sekte?
Ja, Sekte.
Ja,
Ja.
du kennst das.
Ja, ja.
Und sind sie gute Leute oder nicht?
Oh yeah, another corner store. Dobry den. Do you speak English?
Oh, great. We are asking if people here know about the 12 tribes called. Okay, so what do you know about them? Right, if the children misbehave, they beat them. Oh my god. I can give you back to your mum, and then you can explain what we're asking.
That's quite the twist on what we've heard so far. Okay, crazy. It's interesting that everyone we talk to, that no one's like, oh yeah, they're kind of around, or like, oh yeah, they're kind of cool. And then you speak to the person that speaks English very properly, and they're like, oh no, they beat kids. All right, let's hit one more, and then just kind of go to their bakery.
I think that's the vibe. Just get one more vibe check, and then
Get a bread. Yeah. Dobry den. Oh, sorry. Do you speak English by chance? Deutsch?
12 Kmenu? I know. I think they're looking for information about them.
I think, yeah, we should just let them go for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, we follow?
Do you know if they are good people?
Jo, to nevím. Nevím. Oni žijou jako...
They live by the forest.
Jo, tak furt. Ale dům, house, ist...
Oh, they're in two separate. Oh, thank you.
Ale
From what I understood of that, which wasn't quite as much as someone who speaks a little bit of Czech, is they have 2 separate locations?
Yeah, so they have sort of their open house that you can find in Google Maps,
Yeah.
which is the one that we know about, which is over there.
Yeah.
But then if we follow this street and go to the end of it, once we hit the forest, that is where they have another compound, and that one is really closed off that no one knows about.
Interesting. They also gave us a business card for their farm.
That is the open location.
Right.
So let's go there first.
That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, let's first just check out the one that we're allowed in.
No, he was specifically about their other location. Like, people don't really know about it, and they're very closed off. Like,
Okay.
and the police has already been cracking down on them here.
Yeah, I heard Politia.
Cool,
Well,
let's,
all right.
let's
Open spot first, let's go. All right, Swagmaster, we shoot me almost there. At the first location, the open location, where we will buy our bread.
If we can, it's a little unclear.
And depending on what they're like, because I might not want their bread.
Yeah, they might poison us. I'm seeing their compound from Google Maps stalking.
That's the one from the presentation.
Their like farm building looks like it wasn't finished or something.
No, it looks like it's still being constructed. If this is their entire compound, they're adding a whole lot of extra stuff.
There are definitely people there though, so that's good. Oh yeah, they are not open right now, which is
Well, we can pretend that we don't know that. Oh yeah, there's a fella approaching on our right. Dobry den. Hi, do you speak English by chance? Oh, that's perfect, that's perfect. We're journalists and we're looking into the 12 tribes. Is that y'all?
Yeah, just a minute.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
You think they're getting their PR person
I
or
think,
their gun?
Yeah, see, that's my least favorite option.
Oh, they just retracted back into the
Yeah,
house.
they fled.
Okay, people seem to be wearing matching outfits here. It's been like, what, 5 minutes?
It's been a second.
Wait, what if Let Me Get Someone was just everyone fleeing? Because those guys left. People in the house left. And we are now the only ones here.
Do you think anyone here on this compound has ever done 6, 7?
Asking the real questions. I saw someone running. Oh, that's a child.
In the same outfit? This is a long minute. Oh, that's, I think, the initial woman talking to someone else, or someone else wearing the exact same outfit.
You're like, is actually no one coming, or?
That's what I'm thinking. Was this just the way to handle that? Just walk off? Hi, excuse me. Are y'all from here?
We're not gonna talk to you. Somebody will come and talk to you.
Okay, yeah, we've been waiting for 20 minutes.
Yeah, you can wait.
Oh, cool. You having any time estimate?
No. That's great, thanks. Nice talking to you.
Maybe they are really smoking us out. Like, if it takes that long. Despacito.
Despacito. There is a guy coming from behind you?
Is he our guy? He is not our guy, it appears. It seems someone's peeking at us through the windows. Oh, and now they're locking the balcony. Kinda makes it feel like they're guilty of something.
Okay, so now truly all activity has ceased.
Oh yeah, everyone's gone.
Did you ever think it was possible to be this f***ing bored at a cult?
No, that is interesting because out of all the options, this is not the one that I imagined. Hi. Are you our guy? Right. Yeah, we were waiting for someone. Is that you? That's not you.
I don't know if you were. I don't know who you're waiting for.
Yeah, so we came in here and we were like, hey, we're journalists. Is this the 12 Tribes place? And the lady said, oh yeah, hold on 1 minute. And then she left.
Look, we are not interested in any kind of interviews.
None at all.
This is private property, and we don't want to have any.
Oh, but who are we waiting for then? Because we just sat down and she was like, oh yeah, someone will be out to talk to you. And then it took like half an hour, so we figured there'd be someone who wanted to talk about
I'm very interested in having any kind of interviews.
Should we wait here or?
You don't have to wait here now.
Oh, because we were told by 2 other people.
Yeah.
Or you the guy we were waiting for to tell us that we weren't going to wait for someone?
Exactly. If you please could leave our property.
We can, yeah, that's no issue.
Bit of advice for your members, just tell them to tell us to leave next time, because then we don't stand here just for nothing. Yeah, no, that actually pisses me off. Oh my god. So that is their media thing, because he didn't even know. Yeah.
Like there were just people that were like, media's coming, and then they just all left. They ran inside, they closed everything. They are sus. They are wildly suspicious.
Fascinating. Yeah, no, this has definitely eased my mind about this place.
Oh yeah, no, they're not swag.
I want to go to the place where they live, according to the Potravini guy.
Yes. So I guess the 2 objectives now are, can we find the other place? Can we drive past it and see whether or not they're doing something? And then Jesper made a good point. What if we drive past the other place a little bit from now? Will they be doing work again, or will they still be huddled inside?
Yeah, so just in here, and then we follow this road until it hits the forest, and that is their like lesser known, more private.
I'm so glad that they're also in the forest. Oh, this is it. This is the end of the road.
I see some people over there that you can go speak to with your big mouth.
I'm getting scared, Jesper. Hi, excuse me. Dobry den. Does any of you speak? Oh, yeah. Great point. Does any of you speak English?
Anglički?
Ja, Deutsch.
Deutsch, das war's Deutsch?
Ja, ja.
Wir suchen die 12 Stammen.
Nog einmal?
Die 12 Stammen-Kult?
Ja, hier.
Ja, hier.
Ja. Junge. Dat
Ja,
was?
we are young.
Mach mal Foto.
Ja.
Ich sage, ist meine Kollege. Pistolputzer, oder?
Ja, good
Okay,
hair.
okay.
Sure. Du bist 12 Stammen-Kult oder nicht?
Ja.
Du bist
Ja.
in die Kult. Ah, okay.
Meine Gruppe. Kein Problem.
Ah, schön.
Cool.
Schön. He's from the cult. They are building new buildings here, and he doesn't give that we're here.
Yeah, that's what I gather too.
Okay, so this is cool. Realistically, we're not gonna get more information.
No.
in here. So let's get out of here before
Yeah,
we
that's all right.
get hit with a piece of shrapnel.
They were interesting.
I have no idea what the f to make of this. I'm
No,
gonna be
me
real.
neither. Because it's like, I feel like when you were like, "Are you part of the cult?" He was just like, "Yeah." It's like that almost felt like no.
Yeah.
He also does not have the same vibe as the rest of them.
No, because he invited us in to film.
Yeah, I feel like almost they were just hired to do so.
Yeah, but they could be building this for the cult, I guess.
I feel like that's what he was trying to say. I feel like they have been hired to do so.
I see more builders there. Maybe they know more.
Sure, I hope they speak only German.
Do you speak English?
Nein.
Anglički?
Česky.
Česky? Deutsch vielleicht?
Česky.
12 kmenů? Je to tady?
Jo, 12 km tam i tam. 2 kilometry.
2 kilometry.
Jo.
Jo?
Počkej, moment.
Ano, děkuji.
Ale tady jsme my. A 12 kmenů.
Děkuji. Nasledanou.
So this is not the right spot.
And the quest continues.
The quest continues because they're on a non-mappable area 2 kilometers that way.
Yeah, so they're in an unmarked spot on the map, which is sort of like their farm where they do stuff.
Right.
And then the other place where we just were is where they sell stuff and
Understood.
live, maybe.
Understood.
So these builders here were definitely memeing and just didn't understand.
Oh.
But that was fun.
So now we just drive deeper into the forest to an unmarked location, far from civilization.
Exactly.
Oh, cool. Sick.
Shout out to this legend for knowing the exact location on the map where they live, by the way. Oh my god.
Oh, you mean these guys? Now here's the exact location.
Here's the coordinates.
This is just a scavenger hunt at this point. What are they gonna do when we get there? You think they'll cry?
I think they'll be very open to a long interview. It's in about 250 meters.
Okay. Oh, here! Jesus! No, this is start of private terrain, or no? No, this is still road.
And no, it does say that there's a farm there.
No, there's more houses. They cannot possibly own all of this, right?
Yeah, so at the end of this road is just where they are.
Okay.
But I don't know much more than that because this is what the builder said.
Oh, there's cars approaching us from that end.
Let's stop in here.
This is a private road, all right?
We can't.
Get down.
We can't exit that way.
You cannot get exit out. You need to exit here.
Oh, okay.
Thank you so much.
We were sent off. He immediately spoke English too, with the German
Yeah,
accent.
he knew. Okay, so there we see their house, presumably in the distance, and then this is their stuff as well. Wow, they have a lot of land.
Is he waiting for us to exit?
Yeah, I think so. He wants to make sure. They keep getting more sus somehow.
Oh yeah.
That is impressive.
They are tailing us.
I mean, we are currently sandwiched in between cult members.
No, they're tailing us, and they just the guy just took a picture of us. Yeah. He just lifted up his phone and he went like, oh yeah, he's doing it again. He's doing it again. Or he just texts and drives. That's also very possible. Okay, where are we going?
Honestly, anywhere, it doesn't really
We should
matter.
leave the town, I think.
Yeah.
At this point.
Just go wherever they're not going. Okay. We can go right here.
Okay, no, they're not tailing us anymore.
Oh, wait. Are they? I did see a white van that just turned in here.
Are they following us around?
I can't tell if it's the same one.
Wait, you're right.
We will be driving past their other compound again.
Okay, this is good news.
Oh my god, they were actually f***ing tailing
Oh,
it.
they're here.
Oh yeah, activity has resumed now that we've left.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's insane. I feel like person behind us still looks like they might be part of the cult. I am paranoid now.
Yikes.
And it's now going away. Because now we're leaving town and they go away. I think that guy was just checking whether or not we were leaving town.
Cool.
Dude, what the hell? That's crazy.
Hey, that was creepy.
Yep. We're back home.
And we've just been saying, if they were just like, hi, we're nice people and no, we do not abuse children.
Or even just, hey, I'm sorry, we don't want to be on camera. We don't want to do an interview. Sorry about that.
They would have seemed fine and we would have had a less interesting video.
Yeah, but now they were just like, they all fled into the house. And then a guy comes out and is like, you must leave immediately. It's like, what?
And then chased out of the town. Yeah, anyway, I couldn't leave it at that,
No.
right? So, you've heard of Borten.
Borten Daverton. Dobry den.
He reached out to the cult.
My name is Borten. I recently moved from the United States of America to Karlovy Vary, Czech Republic for my retirement. Why does he always write like this, even in these kind of settings? I am now looking for a good Christian community to attend, and I came across Dvanakt Kamenu.
Yeah, the 12 tribes, Dvanakt community.
I don't know how to pronounce it. I do have some questions. Firstly, is the community English friendly? I'm learning Czech, but I'm nowhere near fluent. Secondly, on the internet I read some reports of the community forcing children to work. But is it true? I highly value the well-being of children and would like for those values to be shared. And they answered?
Yeah, of course they did.
How? How? We were just back. This did not ring any sort of bells to them.
No.
None.
I guess not.
That is insane. Hi, Borden. I'm Shawl, and I would think I speak English a lot better than Czech. Most of us in our community are non-Czech, and we are struggling to learn the language already for many years, so we can very well identify. This is an extremely annoying way of writing. There are many things that are said about us on the internet, and I don't know what you have read about us, but as for me, I wished I would have grown up like our children. We love our children, and of course we like to involve them in our daily life, and part of it is to wash the dishes, help in the household, take care of our goats and sheep, which is the joy of our children. Okay, so they're basically like, well, no, they don't work, but they help a little bit around the house and on the farm.
I think, if anything, we can conclude that this cult is just terrible at PR.
Yes!
If someone asks if you force your children to work, I would say just say no.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, the children do some work. You know, it's fine to have your children do the dishes and shit.
Oh yeah.
But like, dudes, what?
Just say no.
I just love that they fell for Barton. It's like, no one can resist the Barton.
Wow. So they just kind of went, well, yeah, kinda, but like, you know.
It's chill. We're a chill child labor cult who aren't weird at all.
No, they don't follow people either. They don't follow them around the road. They wouldn't.
No, but you should follow.
Oh, that's good. That's nice. And the video you see on your screen right now is one that YouTube thinks you're really gonna like. So let's click in and find out whether or not that's right.